Longest job I've had. We've been doing it for a year now.
Is he different on stage as he is
No, you kind of see both sides. It's kind of the same. You know what I mean? Sometimes when he's off stage, if he's tired, he's tired. You know, goes up for the day, but he's still like on stage. He's a goofball. Backstage is a goofball. He does pranks on people on stage. Like he'll come up behind you, take your hat, and throw it into the audience. You know, like he does like funny things like that all day, every day. 15 years old where I went to New York just to take a class with a friend and he dragged me out there. I didn't really want to go. And then right then and there I was like, oh, I want to do this professionally. So from then on I started traveling and wanted to training.
So before this, what was your mission?
I wanted to be an Air Force pilot.
So do you still want to be an Air Force pilot?
I would love to fly a plane, but no, I like dancing better now. My mom's always loved it. My mom used to dance when she was younger. She was like my mom when she was younger. So she just loved watching me dance. My dad, on the other hand, I had to kind of like show him that being a dancer is actually a good way of making it. You know, it's probably the hardest thing. So plus he wanted me to work for his company, so and I didn't want to. So he was really upset with that. But now, like, actually when we were in Boston, I'm from Boston originally. We were in Boston about 6 months ago for the Bieber tour. It was the first time we ever seen him dance ever live. So it was good. Now he lives here.
What do you think of inspiration?
Just like life in general, like relationships, and like whatever the music's telling me as well. You know what I mean? I went on my choreography a lot to really explain what the song is saying. And so like whatever the song is telling me to do kind of just comes out.
How many hours does practice do?
It all depends. Some days I don't, some days I do a lot, some days a little bit, yeah. It just depends on my free time, especially now being on the road every day is hard. I teach on all my days off.
Describe a typical day to you.
I'll describe it. Wake up, eat breakfast around 8 a.m., go upstairs, pack up, go to the lobby, 1,000 fans screaming at you, get on the bus, go to the airport, 1,000 fans screaming at you, get on the plane, come here, get off the plane, a flash mob is dancing for you here in Malaysia. They were waiting, yeah, and then get to the hotel, put my stuff down, eat, and come here, and now I'm here with you guys. And tomorrow, wake up, go to the show. Usually on show days, it's pretty easy. Now we're on like 120 show, we'll just go to the venue around like 4, eat some food, stretch, and just do the show. So the tour bus part of the tour is a little different. We would be on the tour bus every night, you know. But the tour bus is a lot better to get your own day.
Flashballs.
I loved it. I commented them on YouTube actually. They tweeted me and I sent them a comment on YouTube, and so they were all really happy. So I came out to the airport today.
Do you have a special message for them?
I left one on the comments, but I told them, you know, keep training. If you really love to dance, and do it because you love to do it, and you'll get better and better as you go.
Have you tried your hand on Dance Revolution?
Yes, horrible at it.
You're horrible at it?
No, I'm not horrible, but it's not really. You don't really dance. It's more just like. Yeah, it's more just like moving your feet to a square. But I choreographed the Xbox Connect Dance Central video game. I did some songs with that. So that was good because it actually senses your entire body. You know, you actually have to groove.
How difficult to teach Justin the dance?
He's pretty good at picking up stuff. Just getting time for him to come to the studio. You know, he's so busy all the time. Every day he's just at interviews, meet and greets, press conferences, and then he has to do the show every day. But when he comes into rehearsal, he just like focuses as much as he can. It's really hard. He does things pretty well. Because usually he has less time than we do to learn everything. You know what I mean?
Is he improv?
Oh yeah, he has a lot of improv. You know, we have like a freestyle section in the show where all the dancers freestyle, and then he comes out and does a little moonwalk. You know, he's getting a lot better. The dancing comes really long way. You can see him practicing before the show. Like before he was out, he's just like waving and popping and stuff. He loves it.
Who would you say your biggest influences?
Michael Jackson, of course. That's you know everybody. Bob Fosse, Gene Kelly, Fred Astaire. A lot of like the old school people. And nowadays, I'm inspired by a lot of different people. Like my best friends, some of the best dancers in the world, and they inspire me every day. the dancers on tour inspire me every day. Working with Justin, he inspires me. Everything in life has inspired me. But growing up and starting off and researching a lot, like where dance actually came from, those like cool little things there.
What do you think is the biggest misconception people have about dances?
I don't know. I feel like I think back in the day, like people, I guess dancers used to dress kind of weird, so people were kind of already off the jump, especially because they would be all hip hop out. They think we're gangsters or criminals, but really we just want to dance, which is like the most common thing in the world, you know. And then also like I know like a lot of friends of mine, like their parents don't really approve of their kids being dancers. Like, that's not a real job, but honestly, it is a real job. And some of us make more money than half the people who work 9 to 5s. You know what I mean? But you gotta be successful at it, and also, you know, you gotta not do it for money at all.
Do you remember the first time when you auditioned to be Justin Bieber's dancer? How was it like?
I actually didn't have to audition. I just had that.
Really?
Well, one of the dancers was quitting to do something else. He was going to go do music, and Marvin was already on the tour. And me and Marvin had been friends before we moved to LA. We used to train together and have workshops and stuff. We were kids, and we all both moved to LA at the same time. So he just called me and was like, "You want to dance with Justin?" I was like, "Sure."
Who was the first celebrity you worked with?
Excuse me?
The first celebrity you worked with, and how did that feel? That first time?
I did a show for the Pussycat Dolls. It was like a reality show they had. And you know, I got to like meet Ashley and talk to her, and it was just cool. It was like my first job ever actually, and it was on TV. So I was just like, oh, I did a job, and I'm gonna be on TV. I was like really excited. I thought my life was gonna change forever, you know. But yeah, it took a while for me when I first moved to LA. It took me like a year and a half to actually like, you know, stop working a regular job and just dancing full time.
Where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
I really want to get into directing. I've always wanted to be a music video director or a movie director, direct like musicals, anything that has to do with dance and creatively directing them. I want to do that, or even tours, like setting up stage shows and lighting, picking up the lighting, costumes, and whole concepts. That's like where I really want to be in the future, especially when I'm like 40 and I can't move as good anymore.
In your journey to 8TV, you've done so much. What's the secret ingredient?
It's honestly like a lot of it, like the industry part of it is you know, just like first of all you gotta be a good dancer, and then it's also like you gotta network a lot. Like any business, like you need to know people, you know. And honestly, it's just if you're a good person, people will want to work with you. You know, there's a lot of dancers who do jobs and all of a sudden they think they're celebrities, but really you're not. Like just calm down. But if you're just a good person, people like you, people will hire you, and then people will work with you. I just trained a lot. When I first went to LA, I'd be in the studio for like 8 hours, taking everybody's class. And like people, I'd be like, I want to make sure everybody knows who I am and show them how good I am. So when they need a dancer, a short white guy, they're gonna call me. But another hard thing was like learning what jobs are yours and which jobs are not yours. Like if there was a call for say Beyonce's tour, I wouldn't go because I'm 5'7". Skinny, you know what I mean? So, but if there's a call with Justin Bieber, I'm gonna go because I fit the description. You know what I mean? That's a lot of another thing is hard to learn when you get to LA and you go to these auditions that are not for them and they don't make it, but they don't know why. Because they're dancing good, if you don't fit the description.
Do you dance as well?
Yes.
What do you think makes the moves so hard?
I don't know. I don't know. People say I have like a really original movement. Well, when I moved to LA, I saw a lot of people kind of doing like almost the same kind of genres, same kind of thing, and I just always told myself that I always wanted to be different and to be original, you know, and stand out from everyone and not do what everyone else is already doing. So I used to lock myself in the studio for like an hour a night and just play music and dance and like just wondering what my body can do and learn how my body can do, just to be a lot different from everyone else. That was like my main goal. Just copying the story.
Same word, what do you think Justin Bieber is taught from a male perspective?
Honestly, like in the girls, like, obviously these good-looking little kids, and the girls are gonna love him, and he plays music. Like he's a hot rock, you know. But on the other side, like behind the scenes, when you just like hang out with him in the dressing room, he picks up a guitar and actually play it, and then goes to the piano and actually play it, and then goes to the drums and can actually play it, and he can actually write his own music. Like the music he writes, to me, sometimes is better than the music that's out right now. Like, he's just been working on music while we've been on tour. Like that's like another thing. Like you look at other artists, I won't say names, but they just go in the studio and they just sing whatever someone tells them to do. They don't know how to play an instrument. They can't even really sing sometimes. But Justin is actually like a really true artist. That's why I appreciate working with him. Because I wouldn't want to work for someone who's just like an image. You know what I mean? I like video games. I'm a video game nerd. I play Call of Duty as much as I can when I'm home in my free time. I produce music a little bit. I like making short films. I have a lot of short films too that I directed. Like I said, I want to get into it. So maybe I've just been like producing all these short games, so kind of music stuff. Yeah, I just like doing anything that's creative. Where did I study? Dance. In the streets, you could say. I never went to a studio growing up. I just trained with my friends in my own house or outside the parking lot. And then when I turned 16, I started traveling to like a workshop. Because in Southwest, I grew up in Southwest Boston, there wasn't really much dancing there, so I used to have to travel to like New York, LA, Atlanta, just to get there. My mom used to like freestyle dance, so she just liked dance. She wasn't like a dancer or anything.
When was the first time you ever tried
I remember it was like when the NSYNC era came out. I was an NSYNC nerd, I know. I like this dance and I like this, so like Bye Bye Bye. I think it was It's Gonna Be Me. It was like a Boys and Girls Club talent show. And I like made these my two friends at the time dance with me, even though they couldn't dance to save their lives. But we won $5 at the talent show and we sold it, you know? And every day I was like, I want to do this forever. You know? But yeah, that was it.
Do you involve in stand-up 3D?
Yeah, I mean, it's still
Okay, we're going to go for the last two questions.
Do you have signature?
I don't have a signature move. A lot of people are like, I'm not much of a trick dancer who has like a trick he does all the time. I'm more just like when I freestyle, I just freestyle. I just move my body and response to it.
Hard and fast rule when it comes to it.
Excuse me?
It's a hard and fast rule when it comes to that. What's allowed, what's not, what's wrong.
I mean, everything, being a dancer, it's all about being, everything's opinion. Also, like, a lot of people are like, oh, I don't like this, that's not real, that's not dancing, it's not this, but it's like, really, if you don't like it, then you don't like it, you know what I mean? Every dancer, if you watch a show, everyone's good because they're dancing. If it's clean, it's good, but you might like this one better just because it's opinion. Everything's so opinion. So that's why when people hate on other dancers, I get mad. I'm like, you might not like it, but someone else might.
Message for aspiring dancers.
I mean, if you want to dance, then just like do it. That's the thing. A lot of people are always just scared. Don't be scared. Especially like dancers. If you want to move to LA, move to LA. If you're broke here, you're gonna be broke in LA. It's the same thing. You're broke, you're broke. That's what I had to tell myself. I moved to LA broke, and I was like, if I'm broke here, I can be broke there, and I just move. You know, just work as hard as you can, and work harder than everyone else you're around as well.
Okay, let's wrap up.
Yes, thank you. Now it's